Hello, how's everyone doing? My name is Andre James and I will be doing my last presentation for the class CST 110. Today I'll be talking about sub versus dub. More specifically, sub and dub in anime. So for a little bit of background, let me explain. What is anime? An anime is an animated series made in Japan in which animation and the art are completely different from American cartoons. Similarly, how movies are based on books, most animes are based on mangas. Relatively being true, also animes can be based on actual novels and actually light novels from other different authors. Not all mangas and not all anime are based on books, and some are just based out of pure imagination. What is sub and dub, as I mentioned this in the title? Well, sub is an abbreviation for subtitle, and as we know, subtitle are the captions displayed at the bottom of a movie or television screen to actually show the dialogue between one or two people. Dub, on the other hand, is to add or alter sounds in a film. For example, if you will watch a dubbed film, you will mean that you will be watching a film that is not actually in its original language. So, for example, you could see that a movie that was recorded in Spain to begin with was in Spanish. But if you watch the dub, you would hear the people actually talking in English or in a different language. This would be easier for people to understand what the people are saying instead of having to read the subtitles. So what are the differences between sub and dub in anime? Subtitling has various advantages, allowing you to hear the actual actors and the actual performances that are currently going in the recording process for the series. And to dub means that the audience just doesn't have to read the dialogue and just can have an easier time listening to the actual voices of the voice actors that are dubbing the series. This could also help to various people who don't have the ability to read as fast as others, and it's almost like a handicap for them, which is actually not bad too. So here's my argument. Why should you watch subbed anime over dubbed anime? Well, mainly because there's a couple of reasons right here. One of the reasons is because there's more accurate translation. This being the case in some dubbed animes here, some dubbed movies, you can hear characters saying wrong lines, or you can hear them say words out of context, and and it can also be confusing. The reason why sub is better in the subject of translation is because you can actually read the words that the characters are actually saying, and not just an easier translation for other people. You can also hear the actual language. You can actually appreciate the language of the native people speaking it. For example, if you're watching a subbed film in Portuguese or in Spanish or in Japanese, you can actually hear the native language. You can hear the tone, the quirks, the actual feeling that the actors are putting to it. Of course, you can also hear the actors as well, and you can appreciate more of what they're doing of their work, and you also have the ability of learning while reading. An example would be right here, and the image on the left is an image taken from the anime Death Note. And here, one of the characters called Light Yagami is saying just according to Keikaku, which the translator's note on top says Keikaku means plan. So in reality, he would say according to plan. There's also a way that we can learn towards the process. We can learn towards the process of reading subtitles. Thank you.